up, y'all? Welcome to Two Lawyers and One Ex-Con,
where two of us uphold the law
and one of us break the law. Used to break the law.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Elizabeth.
Oh, I'm Justo.
And today we're talking about more political fuckery.
So what political fuckery is on the agenda for today?
Where you want to start? Do you want to start with Governor Greg Abbott's punk ass?
Oh my gosh, he's been doing a lot.
Yeah.
He's been on go.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Just.
What's the most ridiculous thing y'all think he's done so far?
The most ridiculous thing, I mean, we're talking about, like, maybe not the most, I don't know if it's the most evil or whatever, but the most ridiculous thing he's done is there was a bipartisan bill that came out. I mean, like, Republicans and Democrats both agreed. It was a way to provide another way for certain classes of disabled people to vote by mail. Mm-hmm. And this bitch vetoed it, and he's in a wheelchair. So I'm like...
So he vetoed his own people.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wheelchair on wheelchair hate.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that existed.
Me neither.
It's like the Uncle Tom of disabled people.
Disabled on disabled hate.
Yeah.
He's like how Clarence Thomas does black people, but for how he do his own people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he ain't shit.
Wait.
A wheelchair hating. Damn. We need a therapist for this one. We need two lawyers, a criminal, and a therapist.
Right, to figure that out. To figure that out.
Because that's a lot of layers.
Yeah.
There.
That's a lot of self-hate.
Yeah, that's a lot of layers.
Yeah. Somebody in my comment section called him Demon Hot Wheels.
Maybe it's because he's like, I'm in a wheelchair, whoop, 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 and I still got to go to work. Y'all can get y'all asses up. Or...
But apparently, like, he sued or something. I have to look it up. But apparently somebody was like, he won, like, a lawsuit. Like, this man's he's not had to live off of a disability check, not really have a real job. Like, apparently he had a lawsuit or something.
Are disabled people more likely to vote Democratic? Maybe he's trying to stop more people. I wonder if that's, like, a subconscious reason.
That's a good point.
I mean, maybe.
Let's look it up on Google.
I'm looking it up because I want to know what his lawsuit was because somebody just mentioned this in my comment section. Yeah, he was paralyzed by a falling oak tree in 1984. And he has a lawsuit settlement that guarantees a 6-figure yearly income for the rest of his life.
That's crazy.
So and this happened when he was like, he didn't even really start working or nothing because I think he was like early 20s or something. But yeah, it was from a tree service company who had inspected this giant oak before it crashed down on a windy summer day in July of 1984. This is from the Texas Tribune. And the money he will receive over his lifetime allows him to address the health and mobility challenges every paraplegic must confront. Kiss my ass. He really said that. This is from 2013.
That's kind of right.
He said that will allow him, and he's out here vetoing laws that will help disabled.
That's crazy. It's like if I got a bunch of money to help black people, and then I just open up a chicken spot.
No, because at least people get chicken. Nobody gets anything from him.
But I ain't helping.
I mean, he's not helping either. As a matter of fact, like, because you know what it would be like? It would be like you getting money and saying that you were going to be able to help black people with it, and then banning diversity and equity.
Yeah, that's what.
In colleges, which Abbott also did.
Yeah,
because he's a bitch.
That's like getting all that money and then being like, we don't need affirmative action.
Right, right.
Like Clarence Thomas, that's what he did. Literally.
I'm still stuck on these statistics to see if these niggas are actually Democrat or Republican, but it's about 50-50.
That's crazy.
Real quick, speaking of affirmative action, I saw this the other day. I thought this was kind of funny. Have y'all ever seen the movie Tag?
No.
So it's a movie with Hannibal Buress.
I love Hannibal Buress.
And there's like 3 other white guys in it. The Renner, you know, Hawkeye.
Oh, Jeremy Renner. Yeah.
With the other.
Not Hawkeye made you realize it was true.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing.
I mean, I don't know anything else.
Yeah,
that sounds bad, but he's Hawkeye.
And he was the other born identity guy. He was the last born.
I never saw those movies.
Yeah, but yeah, he did him, and there's 2 other white guys in it. It's a comedy called Tag, based off like these group of friends that like been playing like a long 20-year game of tag.
Sounds like some white people shit.
Yeah, so look, right? It sounds like some white people shit, right? So I wasn't even watching the whole movie. Like when I was in Vermont, I was into watching TV, and it was showing like I was caught the last 10 minutes of the movie, and as the movie ended, they just started showing like this like home videos of like who the movie is based on. Right? And like
this is
how,
like a true story.
Yeah, so it's based off a true story of like these group of friends that been playing tag over 20 years, popping on each other at weddings and shit.
Oh my god.
And like
I would be so pissed if I were the bride.
Yeah, and then there was like a newspaper article about, they showed the newspaper article, like group of friends are playing tag for over 20 years. But when they showed the group of friends, there was no black person. So it's like I just put Hannibal Buress in it for the nigga like, oh, we need black people to come to the movie. Person. So I know it's based off a true story, but let's just put one nigga in there so that we can get some niggas to come see this movie.
That's what they did with Flight, because that white pilot was not Denzel Washington. I promise you that. But when they put Denzel in the movie Flight, I went to go see it.
So that was based off a real story, and the pilot was white.
Yeah.
In real life.
You didn't know Flight was based off a real story?
No,
yes.
I don't know.
Yes, he really did go to jail for being drunk on that plane.
We have established that apparently all I watch is superhero movies because of the Hawkeye reference. Okay.
Flight is a superhero movie, for sure. Denzel's a superhero.
What did he do?
He saved everybody on that damn plane.
That's crazy.
But he was drunk.
He was drunk.
So did he cause the issue he had to save them from?
No, and actually, like,
that's amazing.
No other pilot probably could have done what he did. Like, they did simulations with other pilots afterwards, and no pilot was able to save the plane, and he saved essentially every single person on the plane except for 2 people who didn't have their seatbelts on at the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he was drunk at the time.
Wow.
So he had to go to jail regardless of the fact that he literally was like an American hero.
Damn.
But he was white, but they made him black because they made Denzel.
Denzel is amazing. I don't know. I feel like Denzel could fill any role. It doesn't matter.
Speak.
No, Jasmine. That is a married man old enough to be your father.
I know. I was like, he can fill my role.
But you set that up.
I did, but I wasn't
You threw her the alley. As soon as you said it, I'm like.
As soon as it left my lips, I was like, this is okay. Anyway.
Speaking of Flight, we're gonna get right back to the president, but I want to say this real quick. Speaking of the governor rather. Speaking of Flight, I was on the plane and they, you know how they do the whole shit in instructions with the life vest.
Yeah.
Like
the safety demonstration.
Yeah. Why the fuck? If like something real happened, what if we don't land on water?
That's what. Did you not watch the rest of the safety instructions? They tell you.
What they say?
Well,
I wasn't paying attention.
You really weren't.
No, I think you die. Like, if you're in some mountains, like, you die.
That's what I'm saying. They should give people parachutes.
You can't jump out.
Oh.
But what if I know, like, what if they give it a heads up? Hey, yo, some shit going on. And I was like, all right, off this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, the life vest is not enough, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
They should give people
Well,
parachutes.
that's a water lady, but what are they going to do with a parachute? Because they can't open the
you
doors
think if
to
the
let you
plane
jump out.
going the fuck, first of all, if the plane going the fuck down, I ain't putting on a life vest and I
If you open that door, if they're trying to make a safe landing and have a chance to do so to get everybody down, they're not going to open the door because it does something to the cabin pressure and like all of that. And you'll pass out. No, did y'all not see actually? It was a couple weeks ago that there was some international flight somewhere. It wasn't a U.S. flight. A crazy motherfucker started freaking out while they were about to descend, and he opened the emergency exit, and everybody just started passing out because of the cabin pressure. Yeah, he was like crazy, and he was like trying to get out, and he opened the emergency door. Did y'all not see that?
No.
Okay, watch that video, and you'll see exactly why you can't do that.
Okay.
Because your ass would just pass out. You're not gonna jump out with the parachute. You're just gonna.
So I just gotta hope everything good.
That's it, or just hope it's quick.
Wait, but how you jump out of planes then already? With parachutes?
That's at a different altitude and it's set up differently. Like that's like it's just not the same physics wise and all that. I don't know. I don't work for NASA or none of that. I'm just telling you the basics that I don't know.
By the way, if y'all wanna I'm just now starting to like fly frequently. Like I could probably count on both hands how many times I've flown. But these past couple times I've flown, I don't know if y'all know, but like I don't know if y'all like fly with drugs. But if you like don't, you should, because they like are not looking like at all. Like it is amazing. They not. I'm not telling you go get a big amount of drugs and fly with them. I'm not saying that because I see y'all faces. I'm not saying.
You saying fly with a little bit of baby drugs?
Yeah, you can. If you got a couple little joints, they not paying attention. It's fine. My friend worked for TSA. He said they not looking for drugs. Like you could just have them. It's so amazing. You could just have them.
What I will say is I
choose your words carefully.
I cannot say I agree with my podcast partner. However, there are some websites like at the bottom of LAX you can fly with up to 2 ounces of marijuana in your thing, because at the airport it's legal. If it's legal in the state that the airport is in, you can likely fly with marijuana. Like if you're flying from LA to another legal state, you could probably have marijuana in your thing. So always look at the airport disclaimer thing. And you may be able to fly with a little something.
And I'm going to say right here, as the person who has the federal legal compliance experience, the state legality does not override the federal government Schedule 1 bullshit. Feds could snatch your ass up. If you fly from California to like Denver, Colorado with 2 ounces or less than 2 ounces or fewer than 2 ounces of marijuana, and like California says it's okay and Denver says it's okay, but some feds are waiting for you at the gate, they gonna snatch you up.
But I'm gonna be honest, that's not gonna happen.
Nothing for to see that. I know a fan watching this like, where you say he was going at the...
I'm just saying, you know...
How do you know it's not going to stop?
I'm just saying, as a former criminal...
Justo.
Knock on wood.
But didn't
feds
a former criminal...
Justo.
Look.
Didn't you get caught?
Not doing that. But as a former criminal, the feds do not give a fuck about 2 ounces. They're not wasting their paperwork with that.
But the thing is, they be having the dog. You think the dogs can sniff?
There's no dogs at the airport. I did not see not one dog. I seen.
Really, you've never seen the dogs come?
The dogs be at DCA.
I didn't see them.
And BWI. I've seen them at all.
I've seen white people fly with their dogs, but I haven't seen. I haven't seen like no dog. Listen, all I'm saying is if you're someone like me that don't want to have to worry about buying weed when you go into a state or city you don't know, and you got a couple joints. They not looking.
You know what I will say?
They don't even got signs saying don't bring drugs. They like don't bring weapons. And
I had a friend that used to try to sneak weed on planes. My friend used to do this, not me. I want to be very clear, my friend. And she used to take out the middle of a tampon and then put the J back in the tampon. So that when the TSA guys, if they're like, oh, we saw, they'll be like, oh, that's just a tampon. You don't want to touch that. You don't want to fuck with a tampon. And they'll just push it to the side.
But this is the thing. She don't even have to do, this was probably like 10 years. She don't have to do that right now. Like, they literally don't care.
You're saying free bleed. Just travel with the J.
That's what I'm, just travel with, I literally.
This is the man, remind everybody, this is the man who just admitted that he just started flying. They searched my daddy's suitcase just the other day.
Look.
Because he bought me a tripod for my phone and it flagged in the suitcase as something
Because guess what? You know what a tripod looks like? A weapon. You know what a tripod doesn't look like? Drugs.
But you know what else?
And if it looked like drugs, they wouldn't even give a fuck.
But you know what else looks like drugs? Ladies? Or not drugs, excuse me. You know what else looks like weapons?
A vibrator. Yep. I get stopped all the time. They're like, what is this? I'm like, you know what the fuck it is.
I'm just saying, so you better choose. It sounds like I'm not recommending this. But Justo's saying leave your vibrator and
bring your
drugs.
Weed. And bring your drugs.
I
brought weed, mushrooms, they did not care.
That is like asking a woman to choose between weed and a vibrator. That is maybe the toughest question I've ever been asked in my entire life.
That's
the toughest for you? I don't smoke weed, so.
Weed and those are the only two things in life that are guaranteed to make you happy. And you want me to choose between one or the other? Weed or a vibrator? That's like life and death. I can't pick.
It's funny because you said that.
I can't choose. Well, like what?
It's funny when you said that because when you said weed in my head. I'm like, yeah, weed. And then when I realized the second half, I was like, wait, no, that don't apply to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
weed
what's the
makes
male
you happy.
equivalent?
What's the male equivalent? Fleshlights?
Just me beating off.
Weed and getting, weed, what do you,
What's equivalent to weed for me?
like, weed or beating your dick, which one would you give up?
I would definitely give up beating my dick. Because there's no alternative
Is this
to
podcast for
smoking
kids?
weed. I could just...
It's not for kids. This
Yeah.
podcast is not, if you haven't figured it out yet, this podcast is not
Yeah,
for
I would
children.
definitely give it, because I can just get some pussy. Like, I don't
Do you
have
think
to-
that's why Greg Abbott is such an asshole? Because,
You don't get no pussy.
I mean, I think he's married, but I'm just,
You can't smoke weed.
and maybe he can't beat off anymore.
That's a good point.
Is that why he's bitter?
Wait.
Paraplegics can't. I'm not saying because he's in a wheelchair. I'm saying because he's a repressed Republican asshole. Because I saw on Degrassi when Drake got shot, and then he and his girlfriend were still
They were
able
still
to hook
fucking.
up, and he was in the wheelchair. So it's not about the wheelchair. Plenty of disabled people be fucking. Disabled people be fucking.
Disabled people
Just
definitely
not
fucking.
Greg Abbott. I just feel like, and it's not related to his disability. I think it's because he's such a disgusting asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm looking up his wife.
I really think that should be on a shirt.
What?
Disabled people be fucking.
Wow. I agree. I'm looking up his wife.
You're looking up his wife? Okay, so while you look up his wife,
People-
I'm going to tell you the
People
next...
would buy that. Jeff King would buy that.
Let me tell you the next law he
Guy with
passed.
the metal legs.
You just going straight to... Hi, Jeff.
You would buy that, Jeff. Disabled people be fucking. He be fucking.
Jeff, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Jeff be fucking.
No, so Greg Abbott passed another law, and this is super fucked up. And it overturned the law that was in place to require outdoor workers to be able to take water breaks. And Texas has the highest rate of heat-related deaths in the country. And, 2 outdoor workers have died, recently from the fucking heat. There was a postal worker, and I think there was, a construction worker who both died in the heat. This man is so fucking evil, he was like, you bitches can't even have water.
It's something about Texas that makes old white men evil. Cause that's just evil. Like, people are dying from being overheated, and you're like, so.
Yeah.
You know what? That's another Denzel Washington moment from Remember the
That's life. I got a
Titans where
pimple.
he's like, water makes you weak. That's what I think of. There was no
Here's
joke there.
Denzel again. She brought up Denzel again.
That was in
I
one
watched all
movie?
his Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
Water makes you weak.
That set a bad example.
what? Remember the Titans?
No, water makes you weak. That's a bad example.
Right.
Just set. People don't be understanding when they be making great movies that shit is influential.
Yeah.
Can't be making no
Can't just say
powerful football race movie and then put in there water makes you weak. Like,
I know. That's really is ridiculous. I didn't even think about that.
People like football coaches are fucking crazy.
They are crazy.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually working on a joke about this. But as black people, we constantly have to choose between the lesser of two evils. So black people are actually moving to Texas in pretty large numbers right now. And I feel like our thought process is granted, Texas may be extremely racist, but no property taxes? I'll take that. Do you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. That's not a bad trade-off.
Right.
That's a terrible trade-off.
That's not a bad trade-off.
No,
Because there's plenty places that are racist and you still got to pay
You
property
gotta
tax.
pay
Okay, but you know what? I
taxes.
pay property taxes. And you know what? I got friends who've been living in Texas for the last 5 years because Texas is so fucked up. Look, all I know is
I ain't
my
just walk around with a-
equity's fucking amazing.
Bro,
Okay,
people be
I'm just
paying
saying.
people be paying $2 million in DC for a little row house with your neighbors right on top, and you go to Texas and spend that money on a mansion. A
mansion in
with
Texas
a backyard.
with the devil on wheels as your fucking governor. That's
Well,
tragic.
Well, I ain't
Well, the
worried-
devil gave
I-
me a mansion, bitch. I might.
Yeah, I ain't worried about I ain't worried about fucking Ghost Rider. Fucking stab your tires. Fuck out of here. I hope you fucking make a stop in Houston.
One of my favorite presidents was in a wheelchair. FTR. He had polio. He was gangster.
That's not this guy. I hope you wound up in Houston, and then you wake up, and then they got your wheelchair on bricks because they stole the wheels.
Wheelchair on bricks.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
That is amazing.
Greg Abbott also said that you can't teach DEI in public universities in Texas anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was telling. I was like, he banned that shit too.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't like
What
any
exactly?
fucking body.
What exactly did he ban?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion in universities. So
Which
basically,
means
basically like talking about things like racism. Also, ableism. Again, this man is disabled, and I'm trying to figure out why he hates himself so much.
Texas has this thing where like they trying to like their solution to like racism is to just act like it never happened.
Yeah.
And
No,
like
they don't even want to act like it happened.
They just want to act like it never happened.
I'm going to argue against that and say they want to act like it's a good thing. I don't even think it's they want to say it's not happening.
It's just part of life.
It's just like, oh, this is the way. They're really the white supremacy is.
I was working on this joke. I haven't really figured it out yet, but I've been working on this joke about how they be trying to like ban like critical race theory and shit. And in Texas, this is a real story. In Texas, like I think it was second grade or some shit. It was like a homework assignment in like the school in Texas where they told them to list the positives and negatives of slavery.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. This is the type shit they doing in Texas. So
what are the positives of slavery?
They got plenty of outside time. I don't know what the fuck they gonna say, but that is crazy.
The positives of slavery aren't going to be for the slaves. The positives are going to be we had free labor and had more money. You know, the slave owner side. But there's not going to be any positives for the slaves. That's
like
insane.
I could not.
What did somebody write? What did somebody write? We got them out the jungle.
Yeah,
we saved them. We because they probably really believe that shit.
They had way more recess than us. Like I don't know what.
I'm really trying to think on if there was a single positive.
But you know that's how they see it as positive that they rescued the
some real good music came out of it. I don't know.
Well, they showed you who your ops was. Whoever sold you, them niggas suck.
Man, I mean, you know, Texas is the same place where they didn't they have those books where they referred to the slaves as unpaid volunteers?
Oh shit!
Oh,
unpaid volunteers.
Yeah, it was a whole big scandal. Like,
let me ask you something, because Roy Wood Jr., brilliant comic. He did this. He was doing a joke about how like he did like one of them like 23 and it was like one of them type shits where like they did history on his shit, and he found out the descendants of the white family that owned his family, and he had like the address and everything, and he found out like they poor. So like that's funny to me, but like
you had imagine having such a leg up.
So what would you rather? What would you rather, that the people that own your ancestors, that they poor now or rich now?
Poor.
I don't know how I would feel.
I would need to know that they're rich.
Why?
If I knew that they were poor, that would just be a fucking ridiculous.
It's like a waste, you know?
But I don't think it's a waste. I feel like the reason I immediately think the reason they're poor is because they literally had no business model that worked without slavery, and they lost all their shit when everybody was free.
I need to know the niggas that own my ass is Jeff Bezos. I need an Elon Musk type owner. Like,
God,
I need to know, bitch, that you did
Because
something.
I want to come for some, like, I want to be able, I want to be able to knock on your door and be like, hey, look, I just did this research and this what I found out. So like,
okay, but that's assuming they're even going to give you anything.
Or I'll rob you.
Oh, okay, robbery. Well, you can just do that to anybody anyways. You don't got
But we need it back in blood.
Yeah. This is me getting it back in blood for my ancestors.
I see what you're getting at now. I see what you're getting at, because I was going to say there's no guarantee they're going to give you money.
Ain't he from Memphis? Yo, you gotta pull up this video of Pooh Shiesty talking.
No, I don't. I'm not doing it.
Oh my god. god.
And as much as y'all make fun of me, I do speak Memphis, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't. But you don't put R's in shit that don't have R's in them.
Would you?
Where's that Pooh Shiesty?
Please stop with Pooh
We
Shiesty.
Your phone is dead. Your phone is always dead.
I know
His phone is always dead.
Pooh Shiesty said my ers is pursed. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
That's what it was.
Hold on.
Dude.
I'm so
Yeah,
mad.
that's
right
it.
Ah, jury. It's a long video though. I don't know.
This one got a lot of meaning. This was my first chain, my first pen.
Say first.
It was a
First.
moment
I
where it
don't-
says this in the room. Gucci reached out to me.
Say jewelry.
Jewelry.
Couldn't believe
You gotta get the part with the earrings.
That's on like where the ears.
We don't all talk like that from Memphis, and there's nothing wrong with the people from Memphis who do talk like that.
Oh, here.
these earrings. They knew. I ain't even, my ears not even Persian. I just got going with the big bird time. So I told you this.
You see? My ers not
Not
even
even
purrs
purrs
yet.
yet. My herb not even purrs yet.
Listen, why'd you talk like that? You talk like that.
There are a whole lot of people from Memphis.
My herbs.
First of all, there's nothing wrong with the people from Memphis who talk like that.
Listen, you talk like that. You talk
No,
like that.
I don't! And second of all, people from Memphis have all kinds of dialects, accents.
He should have had a straw in his mouth.
I'm so tired of y'all.
He sound like Hank Hill from
I got
King
it
of
with
the
the big
Hill.
bird chain.
And the big
Hank
bird.
Hill, you're thinking of Boomhauer. You don't
Yeah,
even have the
that's-
right character.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no, she
guy.
gets sensitive because we talking about Memphis.
Yeah, he sound like King of the Hill.
You know what?
How you talk like that with no belly? You have a belly to talk like that.
You know what? I apologize to everybody back in Memphis right now. I'll smack the shit out of them after we turn the camera off.
Purred.
They talk, Memphis people, y'all talk like y'all shutting down.
Like the machine's turning off.
I had to get my herb.
He said the machine's shutting down.
That's a clip.
Doing.
That's a clip.
I'm suing for intentional infliction of emotional distress. Okay.
Like someone just pulled the plug out of Pooh Shiesty. Like, Pooh, I had to get my herb.
Oh my god! Just so he said the machine turned it off.
That's too much Pooh Shiesty. Ploop, I had to get my herb.
So mad.
They turned him off. They turned him off in the interview.
I'm sorry. That's it. Tom ran out. Ploop. I had to get my herb.
Where's my MERS?
I'm fighting everybody after that.
I'm sorry. That.
Hey y'all, this has been Two Lawyers and One Ex-Con. I'm Jasmine.
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm high. I'm Justo.
Thank you for joining us.